Good morning, Jamal. Are you a Georgia man?
Actually, I'm a Vandy man. Yeah, I make a cruel Vandy joke, but I support all my SEC teams.
Got
Um,
it. I was
but
gonna. One of my best friends is a dog.
okay, okay, but I'm predicting that they'll be national champions. That's why I wore it today. So,
Uh-huh.
um, but you bring up a interesting topic in this discussion. What your character does in this discussion over paying athletes, and when you talk about the athletes that are on lacrosse or volleyball or sometimes track that as aren't aren't going to make the same amount on their image as some of the higher profile sports. And I wanted to speak on it also because I like you ran track in college, and I was recruited by a track team which turned to a track club because of Title
Hmm.
IX gender equity. We lost our scholarships and were given to
Okay.
women's sports. So I mean, what do you think about that as a former athlete? I know your character says something, but what is your feelings on how to proceed in this era of paying athletes in college or allowing
Right.
athletes?
Sure. And I'm cautious of giving too much of my own opinion, not because I don't have one, but because I really think what is brilliant about the film is that it lays out an argument for both sides. And I'm really keen for people who go to see our movie that comes out this Friday um, to have their own discussions and form their own ideas and draw their own conclusions rather than base it on your opinion or my opinion, right? Um, I'm just creating space for the conversation through the work. But I will say that I think that it is a needed and necessary conversation that's long been needed to be had. It's been being had, but more extensively, I think, now. Um, and that's exciting. I think it's one that when folks see the film, we might go in with an opinion or an idea of how things should be addressed. And I think because our director Rick, and then through the performances of folks like Stefan and JK and Alex and Kristen and Jeffrey Donovan and so forth, um, it really carves out room for people to understand the wholeness of the discussion and all of the nuance of the debate.
Yeah,
So hopefully people will be able to draw their own conclusions and perhaps we will see steps taken. Um, Full stop.
What exactly are you saying?
5 months ago, Lamarcus figured out he is not going to be the number one pick, and he is trying to cash in now before the teller. Yes, sir. Before the teller window closes. This is a shakedown, sir. Pure and simple. He is trying to recoup his losses, and he is going to take everything that you and your players have worked for. Let me ask you, sir, how does a D3 quarterback with a noodle for an arm who runs a 5 flat 40 time, how does a guy like that become the head coach of not one but two D1 powerhouses? Because that guy is a winner. And this is your time to finally capture that national title. Do not let Lamarcus rob you of your legacy.
and real quick, last question: Do you think that this could happen? I know that there could be a boycott at a national championship game. Do you think that that's a possibility?
I don't I don't know. I don't know of one, but is it possible? Of course anything's possible, you know. I think anything is possible. And I think what this film is sparking, it's a timely project that we're having this conversation right now. It's happening right now in the atmosphere in real time. So I think hopefully we'll see people um, do the right thing and hopefully be heard.
Thank you for your time, Lou.
Thank you.